Hello guys, welcome to my channel Coding in React. I am Kaushik Dev. I have been developing React apps for quite some time now, and it's a great and powerful JavaScript library to work with. So I thought I'd just make a tutorial of sorts for the guys out there who want to learn React, who are new to React, who would like to start development in ReactJS framework. So this is not going to be a crash course of sorts, but a series of videos on YouTube, which will be obviously free for all of you guys to watch. And I will be covering how to make a boilerplate for React, which you can use it for any future React projects that you embark upon. I will also be explaining you about, or rather teaching you about new technologies like Redux, Firebase, RxJS, Webpack, Node, which really work well with React and really help in the and make really help in making a very powerful single page applications, web applications. Yeah, so guys, I'm super thrilled to start teaching you guys. So this is our first chapter, and I'll be covering a couple of topics here, like what is React, why React, and virtual DOM. So, why React? First of all, React is a JavaScript library that is maintained by Facebook. We all know Facebook, it's a huge company. So, uh, it has a huge backing. Basically, React has a huge backing. So, it is also good to work on to start coding in an open source technology which has a good backing. So yeah, it in Facebook they have a dedicated team that is set up to improving and developing React. They are coming up with new iterations for developers as well as for the clients. It is used basically to make single page applications or progressive single page applications nowadays. So I'll be explaining in detail what single page applications are in the future videos. Uh, so again, it's a view in MVC. It's not a complete MVC framework, but it's a view or the user interface of the MVC. But by using third-party libraries like Redux, MobX, Flux, Node, Firebase, Express, Webpack, to name a few, one can develop very rich and powerful dynamic applications, and it is really great. I'll walk you through the entire process. So, why React? There are similar frameworks out there like Angular, Ember, Vue, which are gaining popularity. Actually, Vue has come up recently and is actually gaining popularity, like vastly gaining popularity. Then why React? It is simple to learn basically. It has a very low learning curve. So new guys out there who want to learn React, it is very easy for them to go about the development. It is very powerful. JSX has is amazing. I will be coding in JSX soon in the next video, or maybe a video after that, and you will be amazed how powerful and simple JSX is. Then virtual DOM, which I'll be explaining in this video a little bit in the a little bit later. So it encourages code reusability, making reusable components, which is actually very important for any application. It reduces the code, it makes the application faster, and it is overall very good for any kind of application or any kind of language. React is a small core bundle. Basically, React is only 132K, and React DOM, which is almost always used with React, is 706 bytes. So it is very forgiving on the browser or the network, so to speak. So applications can load very fast because the sizes are less, and it is also, as we talked before, it is being maintained by Facebook, which has a huge backing, and community is growing day by day. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I'll quickly explain you what virtual DOM is before we end this chapter. So about virtual DOM, yeah. So basically, let's say the DOM is basically the in-memory representation of our HTML code that we write, and it is a tree structure. So let's say this is the DOM, this is a tree structure, this is a body tag, there's a div inside a body tag, another div maybe, so div, paragraph tag, an anchor tag, an image tag. So this is a tree structure. So whenever we need to update anything on the DOM, mm, there's a huge process that goes about in that. So let's see if we can. So this is the HTML code that we write. It is converted to a DOM tree, render tree, then where all the style sheets, JavaScript, Bootstrap are again combined, and it is painted onto our browser. So any changes that we make in the browser, say an event triggers a change, so the uh, page has to go through the entire process again, which is basically easy but processor consuming. So let's see how React solves this particular problem. So this is our DOM. Okay, this is our body tag. This is maybe a div tag inside a div tag, div p anchor image tag, maybe another div tag over here. So this is a real DOM. What React does is it makes a exact replica of the real DOM in a JavaScript object. This is a JavaScript object which is the exact replica of the real DOM. So if let's say our div 7, we trigger an event, button click or some event which changes the text inside. So an event is triggered, let's say document.get element.by id div 7 inner HTML is hello world. Let's say we change it from hi to hello world. Okay, so let's say this triggers a change in the database. This is the database which changes the JavaScript object or the virtual DOM. Now what React does is it knows the earlier virtual DOM object, it knows the current virtual DOM object. So what React does is it compares the two. It basically subtracts the previous from the current using a diff algorithm that they call, and they get a difference. So React knows what to change, where to change, so it applies this algorithm to the real DOM, and this particular div is changed and the rest of the DOM is unchanged. So this is very fast. This is less processor consuming than actual DOM manipulation, and trust me guys, you will see the real power of virtual DOM in our applications. And everything, this particular process is done under the hood. You don't have to worry about what goes on inside virtual DOM, how it is manipulated. React handles it on the fly under the hood. You don't have to worry about anything. So this is our chapter. Basically we talked about React and the virtual DOM. So in the next chapter we'll be covering a very important topic like installing Node. We'll be setting up a basic environment for React applications, and I know this time we didn't go for any kind of coding or writing the code, and I know you guys are really excited to write the code, but I promise maybe next chapter you don't have to, but I promise the chapter after that we'll be definitely diving into actually writing the code. So you don't just stick around for a little bit guys, and we'll go for the coding soon, I promise you guys. So again, this is a new channel, so if you guys want me to make more videos and ask questions, you can do so in the comments, and please share, like and subscribe for me to come up with new videos, new tutorials for new technologies and sorts. So yeah, it was a great chapter. It was a great talking to you guys, and if you like this video, please, as I said, like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye guys. Happy coding.